Join me as I take on my biggest challenge yet, attempting to run the length of Sri Lanka.
It is like a desert out here.
I'll be starting my run from the most northerly point on the island at Sakote Cape, and from there my support team and I will make our way south, just over 2 weeks of running until we reach our destination, the most southerly point of Sri Lanka at Donja Head Lighthouse.
Let's go, let's do this.
Join me and my incredible crew on this epic adventure. Follow along this action-packed series, and hey, maybe we'll even see you on the road.
Let's go.
Come on, come on!
Quitting is not an option. Whoa! 20 kilometers! This umbrella changes everything.
Good morning, everyone. It is the 7th of October. Tomorrow we are leaving to head up to Jaffna, so today is our last day here at home and at base. This is where we've been basing ourselves. The support team are all gathering here. The past couple of days have been so much fun. It's so amazing to be surrounded by such incredible, like-minded people who we've just had an instant connection with, and we feel like we've known them our whole life. We've been doing the last bits of planning and organising before we leave for Jaffna, and also trying to balance it all with some much needed downtime too. A few of us got a haircut, we chilled out by the pool and the beach.
Cheers!
Getting to know one another and having great conversations. Having lovely home cooked meals together. Wow.
Weird things are happening in here. Cheers!
And we also went on a boat trip on the nearby lake. I'm so grateful for the videos we create on here and how it has connected us to such people, an amazing community of people who we wouldn't have met otherwise if it wasn't for creating these videos here on YouTube. But this morning we've woken up to the most miserable day. We've been having such good weather, but today there's so much rain, and it got me thinking, what is the weather like in Jaffna? So I'm going to just have a look, because I have not researched what Jaffna weather is doing at the moment, so we could get a big shock. Okay, apparently now, which is 8 o'clock in the morning, it is 28 degrees in Jaffna and cloudy. Cloud is good, this is good. And some rain. Okay, so I think they're having like maybe the same weather as us. I think I might be running in the rain for some of this. So anyway, this morning, or today, the plan, we've got a lot to do. Let's get going. First port of call this morning was to visit the sanctuary. It was heavy rain at first, but I had to give a quick tour, and then we got some of the disabled dogs out in their wheelchairs.
Okay, so the custom wheelchairs have arrived. So what we're going to do this morning, we're going to test them in their new wheelchairs to make sure they fit perfectly.
These wheelchairs have been custom made for these select few, so it was great to fit them into their new wheels and see them run.
Alright, so we're having some logistical problems here with the straps. It's taking like 10 of us to figure it out. I think we're close to the solution. Run, 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 run! Oh my goodness! Otis!
It was pouring badly yesterday night and in the morning, but we still made it to the sanctuary. It was a very wonderful day today, and we really enjoyed with the dogs. Dogs still enjoy with the wheelchairs and all. And now we are heading to Una Batuna for selling of the campaign t-shirts. So hang on the video. Bye, love you.
arrived at the sanctuary in a critical state after being hit by a vehicle on the busy road. She arrived with a fractured skull, a hematoma, and was critically anemic. It was touch and go whether she would survive, but the sanctuary did everything in their power to pull her through the first couple days. She soon stabilised, and clinic staff were able to start syringe feeding her, a special diet plan where she could quickly gain nutrients. She is a true survivor, such a tiny being with such a huge courage to fight for her life. And within a few days of arrival, she was up and about and eating by herself and started to show her cute attitude. Rita is very, very special and also incredibly lucky, not only to have survived the trauma, but to also find a home.
She's going to the UK very soon. She's just doing all the process for the adoption, and in the meantime, she's being fostered at Hello Homestay with Lucie and Brew.
There are many, many more wonderful dogs like Rice and Rita, all looking for their forever homes and families. So please get in touch with the Animal SOS adoptions team if you would like to adopt one of the wonderful puppies at Animal SOS. Obviously, the training continues in the lead up to us leaving, but not as much as I'd planned to, not only because of the workload, but I was also suffering with consistent headaches. Oh, watch out for the snake. But I did manage to squeeze in a 15-kilometer run, making it my longest run yet.
Are you coming, Chili?
We have finally hit the road. We're on our way up to Jaffna, but we've just stopped in Uluwatu again. We've come to this vegan cafe and we've put up a poster, and we're gonna have mango smoothies, and then we're gonna get on the highway and start heading up to Negumbo. It's our first stop, and then we have the long journey up to Jaffna. So we'll probably get there, we're gone at 8 o'clock tonight or something. So it's a long day, long driving day. We made a quick stop in Negumbo to say goodbye to Kirsty's husband, Karthik. You'll find out more about this amazing duo later on in the series, but for now, it's a see you later, as he'll be joining the support crew again about halfway through.
What are we doing? We're making vegan cheese sandwiches. Whoa. On the move. We've got everything here.
Oh wow, kitchen unit.
We got mustard.
No?
Oh no, I need more bread, Mama.
No?
We've got discounted bread. Seeded bread. Everything we need here. So I've made myself a vegan cheese and tomato sandwich with lettuce and cucumber.
Is it big enough?
Mustard. So good. Alright, Kirsty, what are we doing?
Right, so here's the map. This is where we are right now. We're heading up to Jaffna on this road, which is the same road that we will be coming back down. So all of this right here, this road here, you can see the road.
Yeah.
You've got to run it. So we've got to drive it. It's going to take 4 hours to drive it. You've got to run it.
Cool.
And then you've got
Easy.
Then you've got to run
All the way
all down there as well. Yeah.
Easy done.
Quite a long run. I think you could do it.
Yeah. High hopes.
High hopes.
No doubts, Mr. Yeah.
We left at 9 a.m. and now it's 5:30 p.m. and we have 200 kilometers left.
Oh my goodness. How is everyone feeling?
Oh. How are you guys in the back there? Good. Live.
How are you down there?
It's fine, take it.
Perfect?
boleh gini.
After nearly 12 hours on the road, we finally made it to our accommodation in Jaffna. Cheers! And to our surprise, the chef was ready and waiting to tell us what we will be served for dinner this evening. How wonderful! What a relief to finally be here together with good food, good company, and a whole heap of things to do tomorrow.
Having a tour of the breakfast buffet.
Okay guys, so what are we doing now?
We are going to learn to drive a tuk-tuk.
Woohoo! Are you ready?
Watch out, Sri Lanka.
Do you feel ready? How are you feeling?
A little bit nervous. It's like the first driving lesson.
You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
Let's see.
And it's raining, so it's not like the best conditions, but... And also there's no car park here, so they're going to be driving straight away on the road.
Let's see.
I'm Lucie, nice to meet you. The support tuk-tuks have arrived. Just thank you, tuk-tuk rental. These guys are up first. They're having their driving lesson. Not the best day, it's a little bit rainy. Beautiful hotel. Beautiful husband. Concentration mode there. Are you learning, Ruru? So the guys are currently starting their driving lesson. They're learning all the information that they need to drive these support tuk-tuks in the next couple weeks. However, I thought this road was a bit quieter, but seems that we are on a busy main road. So this is going to be very interesting to see them driving a tuk-tuk for the first time on this road. I'm wondering if there's an open space at the back of the hotel there, just because I think they're a little bit nervous. It's a lot of information, quite overwhelming, but I'm sure they're going to do a really, really good job of this.
So this is the perfect opportunity to tell you about the lead sponsor of the Run for Their Life campaign. I honestly think driving a tuk-tuk around Sri Lanka is the best way to see the country. It gives you so much freedom, and it's a chance to connect deeper with the locals and the culture of the country. We've known about tuktukrental.com for a while now, and we were thrilled to join them on the Tuk Tuk Tournament 2023. Along with 60 other teams from all over the world, all joining together to drive these quirky vehicles around whilst collecting gems and protecting the country from monsters. Yeah, it sounds crazy, and it was crazy, but we had so much fun and learned a lot about tuk-tuk rental on this particular adventure. What makes tuktukrental.com even more awesome than they already are is that they are the lead sponsor of the Run for Their Life campaign. Their support means the absolute world to us, and we are so happy to be able to recommend their services to you guys. Honestly, go on and book one of these for your next trip to Sri Lanka. You will have so much fun.
I feel like we're on our own little tuk-tuk safari.
Whoa! tuktukrental.com are more than just a rental company. They care so much about the people, the animals, and the environment. So at the same time as your independent, flexible, epic adventure, you will also be supporting the local communities, as these tuk-tuks are rented from local families, providing extra income. As well as renting a tuk-tuk from tuktukrental.com, you will also get a driving lesson included, which is very, very handy, especially as most people have never driven a tuk-tuk before.
Okay guys, how are you feeling? Are you ready?
So Rebecca was up first, no pressure, and just like everyone else on the team, she had never driven a tuk-tuk before. So today they're really being thrown into the deep end. She did such a good job. First try and a smooth pull away, no stalling, much better than my first time anyway.
Woo! You just caught in front of me! That's Susanna, not me! This is stressful, isn't it? Right? Gear change down. What's that? Is that bad or good? What was that noise?
And then it was the dreaded U-turn.
Tractor hazard above.
Indicate right side and cross.
Good job, Rebecca! Woo! Yeah. Okay, Kirsty's turn. Where are you? Yes, Kirsty! Do you feel confident, Kirsty? Yeah. Yeah, happy? I think it's just the gears. Oh dear, she's got this. She made a bit of a drama here. Okay, next up we have Karina. How are you feeling?
I'm a bit nervous. I hope I'm not going to crash.
I hope so too.
Check the road, give some small gas and slowly release the clutch. Okay, good.
Woohoo! Yes! Okay, so everyone has finished their driving lesson, so now we're just going to take a quick breather and go and head out and explore parts of Jaffna town, see if we can find a nice little spot for some lunch, and hopefully it's not going to rain too much today.
It's a 10-minute drive outside of Jaffna town is where we're basing ourselves for the campaign whilst we're here in Jaffna. We're here for 2 nights and it's absolutely amazing, so let me show you inside.
This historic house has been through a lot in its past, and since the owners reclaimed the property, they have renovated their ancestral home into a luxury boutique hotel, combining a modern twist whilst at the same time preserving the building's colourful past.
And I just want to say here a huge thank you to Fox Resorts Jaffna for inviting us to stay here and allowing us to base ourselves here for the start of this mammoth challenge. Thank you guys, we really, really appreciate your hospitality. And this is our room. It's very large, clean and airy, and it opens up to these gardens, a perfect place to relax and unwind after all of your busy adventures exploring Jaffna town.
Surrounding the property are lush green gardens, which secludes you from the hustle and bustle of the nearby town.
Working hard over there, Ruru.
The restaurant here offers you a taste of Jaffna's unique and spicy cuisine. You can taste an authentic meal at the on-site restaurant, and they did an amazing job at catering for our vegan dietary requirements.
We have so many vegan options here for breakfast, it's amazing, we're just spoiled for choice.
If you've been reading up about Sri Lanka as you're interested in exploring this country, you may already know that this country has been through a lot. And this area especially was the centre point of the Civil War from 1983 to 2009. What we have discovered by staying here and learning about this place and its history is that during this time, Fox Jaffna was used by different sides and different people. These walls have seen a lot and have many stories to tell. When the property was returned to the original owner, they had this idea of turning the horrors of war into a place for peace, and the 2 remaining bunkers were restored and transformed to exhibit some of Sri Lanka's greatest artwork and artifacts as a private museum. The bunker, an art gallery by Fox Resorts, contains valuable works of art collected over decades from both local and international artists. The second bunker, named The Vault, is a history museum displaying information on the rich history of Jaffna from prehistoric times through the Civil War era. Whenever we travel around Sri Lanka, every place we visit, we always learn something new about the history of this incredible country. And this museum here is just blowing our minds. Home to numerous historical artifacts, each telling the story of what came before. It's crazy to think and imagine what life was like all those many years ago.
Well, the day started out with quite a lot of rain and was very cloudy and moody, but now the sun is out and it's hot and we're almost ready to go and explore parts of Jaffna town. What are you telling me to do? Huh? Alright, Roo, what are we doing?
Let's go bicycle taking. Let's go riding bike.
Okay, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to buy a bicycle because we couldn't bring the bicycle with us from the south. So we're going to go buy one. And then we're going to see the sights of Jaffna.
So we're ready to explore Jaffna in our new tuk-tuks. Who's driving first, guys?
I'll go.
You'll go first? Okay. I'm sure you've heard me talk about my support team in previous videos, so let me introduce you to these incredible people. This is Karina, Nico, Kirsty, Rebecca, and of course, you already know my husband Lahiru. Each of these wonderful people have been vital to organising this campaign, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Of course, I've had help from many other people over the last few months to help get this prepared, like all the behind the scenes and logistics. You know who you are, so thank you. I really appreciate you. But yeah, you'll see a lot more of these guys over the next few episodes as they help me make my way to the finishing point over the next 2 weeks.
Are you scared, Drew? Of me driving?
Alright, we're independently on the road. Have to cross it first.
Yeah!
But the fun didn't last for long. As soon as we'd got back out onto the main road, we were met with a horrifying sight. So meet Fox. We found him lying in a puddle on this busy road, screaming in pain, left disabled as people just turned a blind eye and ignored his suffering.
Well, literally the worst thing has happened. We have been out for 5 minutes and we were just at the ATM, and then we just found a dog in a lot of pain, lying in a puddle on the side of the road, and no one has stopped to help this dog. It seems like he's been in a road traffic accident and he is maybe disabled. So we've just loaded him into our tuk-tuk and we're going to try and get him to the nearest animal clinic. But, you know, it's just so sad that there's so many dogs like this on the road and they are just helpless, like no one is there to help them.
Well, of course, we couldn't do that. We couldn't leave him there. So we got him into the tuk-tuk and headed quickly to the nearby vets. We were met with a lack of urgency, to be honest, but at least he was off the road and in some sort of care. Whilst we were taking care of Fox, making sure he received treatments and awaiting his blood results, Karina and Nico headed out to find us a second-hand bicycle. Mission successful. Not what we had planned for day 0. Gone was the sightseeing in Jaffna, but at least we had already made a positive impact on one street dog's life.
Okay, well, it's been a hell of a couple of hours since finding who we are now calling Fox. And he's now at the clinic. He's received some treatments and we're still trying to organise the next stage for him, like where he's going to go for some rehabilitation and recovery. So we thought we'll just head out, go find some food, go check out Jaffna town, and then
We grabbed some much needed food and tried to lighten the mood by measuring the pool in Nikos. This is very important information. If you want to come to Resorts Jaffna, you need to know these things. Just shy 6 Nikos.
Like this, and then maybe 30 centimeters more.
A quick team meeting here. Can't think of a better place for one than this lovely pool before Kirsty and Rebecca headed out to check on Fox again. Then a moment to decompress. The last supper before the mayhem of the run starts tomorrow.
So that's Rice, our cute little dog. She was dumped at the ocean in the rice bag with her little brother.
So Rice arrived to the sanctuary with her brother Curry in March this year. They were found dumped in a rice bag on the beach. They could have drowned if no one had heard their cries for help. On arrival to the sanctuary, we saw immediately that Rice was disabled, but were unsure of how she sustained the injury. But on admission, our vets believed that she would one day walk again. From that moment, Animal SOS did everything they could to ensure Rice would walk again. Good food, love, and physiotherapy. And within a few weeks, she was up and about using her back legs slowly but steady. She started to regain strength in her hind legs, and she joined a puppy group in a larger compound where she could run and play and continue to independently work on her newfound walking capabilities.
Yeah, she's really sweet, and we found her at the sanctuary during our time volunteering there, and she was so cute that we loved to adopt her. And now she has a new home with us, with me and my girlfriend in Austria. And yeah, she's doing really well, learning how to walk properly, to climb up the stairs. And as you can see, she's always smiling and has a good home now.
How are you feeling, guys?
Good. We're fine.
Good.
Okay, we are here at Sakote Cape. The only problem that we've run into this morning is that we didn't discuss our route plan for the day at last night's team meeting in the pool. So we're now a little bit delayed with the start because we're just planning the most perfect route and the plan for the rest of the day. So yeah, a couple minutes, I think we're starting. Teams behind us, directing us through all of these little Jaffna town back streets. We would definitely get lost without them. Oh, sorry. Oh.
How are you feeling driving the tuk-tuk?
Alright, I'm a little bit jerky, but I think I'll get used to it. It's only going about 1 mile an hour right now.
Okay, we've made it to, actually just gone 5 kilometers so far. We've been bending and weaving down all these really nice little neighborhoods near to Jaffna town. Actually, I don't really know where we are, a bit confused. But the guys have been guiding us along the way. And now we are on one long straight road for 15 kilometers. But it's really nice, it's not a main road. This is what we were hoping for. And we got some cloud coverage today, so not too hot at the moment. But still pretty hot. But can't complain so far. Doing really well.
So whilst we're doing the running part this morning, which is not too challenging to start off with, our support team are on their own mission, feeding as many hungry street dogs they find along the way.
Oh, hello! So it's 7.5 kilometers in. It's just me. And run past. Hello! Oh, this guy's filming me. I've run past the guys that were feeding some skinny street dogs. Lovely area. Look at this. Wow. Jaffna is so beautiful. We've been here before, but we've never seen this area. It's so nice. So local and rural. I'm really enjoying this day so far. I know we're only 7.5 kilometers in, but it's very nice now. Really happy. Okay, we're on the last kilometre. We just passed the 9-kilometre mark. So after this 1 kilometre, we take a rest just for a tiny bit. Carry on another 10k to rest. So Lahira's caught me up. Not running, he cheated, he went in tuk-tuk. I'm pretty proud of myself at this point because I've not stopped running and it's pretty hot and like an unfamiliar area. Okay, we didn't quite make it to 10k just because I saw this guy, really skinny old man, eating out of this rubbish pile. So just waiting for the crew to get here with the biscuits so they can give him some breakfast. Okay, 10 kilometers done in 1 hour and 9 minutes. Woohoo! We're at the 10k resting point and we got our first snack of the day, a vegan protein baked cookie. Oh,
It's so good.
Oh, it
honestly,
smells good.
I love it. I'm very jealous actually right now.
oh my gosh. Yeah. We've got many more of these left, so that's perfect.
As we rested here for a moment, Kirsty and Rebecca had stumbled upon a sickly puppy in the middle of the road. Their gut feeling was that they couldn't leave him behind. He was the last puppy left from the litter and needed more support than what he was getting from his mother. So meet Blue, the newest member of the crew.
Okay, our 10k rest is done. We're ready to hit the road and run to 20k, and hopefully we can get it done in like an hour 20, and then we can do a rest for the peak heat of the day because it's so hot and it's so early. What is the time?
It's 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Woo! Okay, we better get going then. Bye, see you later. Just meeting some friends on the road. We have just started the next 10k, so heading to 20, and that will be our halfway point for the day, which is then when we'll rest and head back to the hotel for a little bit and get organized and prepared. I think this is where we're going to love you and leave you for this video. I hope that you guys will continue to watch the Run for Their Life episodes. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of laughs, highs and lows. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video, guys.
Thank you for joining us on the Run for Their Life campaign. We hope you'll follow along upcoming episodes. It's going to be one hell of an adventure, and we can't wait to share the journey with you and all the behind the scenes too. See you soon.
Thanks again to Resorts Jaffna for inviting us here and providing us with such warm hospitality, and also, bless you, it's a wonderful place to just come back to after doing our first 20 kilometers, coming back here for the halfway break and being able to eat good food and use the swimming pool. It's much needed for my legs.